Hey everyone, and welcome back to Overland Trails Adventures. And today we are back at the CB Adventures shop for one very important reason. There's a lot of things that people overlook or don't pay attention to whenever they're building a rig. And today we're going to install the #1 system in the business to take care of this one problem, and we're going to take you along with us. But what are we really talking about here? We're talking about replacing the Toyota Tundra's original manufacturer brake product, which is pretty good. I drove this truck around probably a month or so before we got the four-wheel camper and the flatbed put on it, and it did great for stock and for a stock truck. Now, the bigger challenge is whenever you add bigger tires, flatbed, 1,800-pound camper, fully loaded out, it's probably around 2,000 pounds. So what we're really talking about here is what is it doing now versus what is it going to improve? What improvements are we going to see with spending this amount of money to get to a higher level of safety and confidence in our vehicle? First, let's see what it can do on its own. We are in Plano High School parking lot right now, right down the street from my house. Actually, my daughters went to school here, and we're going to do the OEM brake test on this truck in this parking lot. We're going to start up at the top of this section, get down about right here, and see just how good these brakes can give it a good stop, braking right here at this pole and measuring parking spaces and see how far we can go down. Each parking space is about 8 to 9 feet wide, and this truck weighs about 8,700 pounds. So we're going to basically see just how much we can control with the OEM brakes on the stop. And then after we get the power brakes installed, we're going to come right back here to this very same parking lot and test those out too after we get them broken in, and see just how much improvement we have from the OEM to the power brakes with this setup on it, and show you just how we do it. Let's get started. Okay, with the OEM brakes, Toyota factory brakes, let's see if we can beat 7.5 parking spaces. And actually I did get up to about 32 miles we did get up to about 32 miles. So, all right, test number 2. Okay, let's take a measurement from how many spaces, and just remember they're about 8 to 9 feet a piece. So let's check here. 1, 2, 6, 7. So roughly 7.5 parking spaces we were able to stop. Okay, so that's the OEM test. We were able to stop this vehicle from 30 miles an hour down to 0 and roughly 60 to 63 feet or 7 widths of parking spaces. So we're going to come back in a couple of weeks after we break in the power brakes. We'll do the same test all over again. Come check it out. All right, everyone, we are back at the testing facility, aka my daughter's old high school. We have the power brakes installed. We have the rig about half loaded. We got about 10 gallons of water. We've got over 3/4 of a tank of gas. That's gonna push it up probably, it's over 8,700 pounds right now. We've done the front brakes, we have not done the back brakes, so we're going to see how fast we can stop with this new braking system. Let's take a quick look at it. We've got the power brake system installed. It's a 6 caliper power brake. We've got the Japanese designed pads in conjunction with power brakes. We've got their big disc rotor with the ventilation process to keep the heat away, so there's very little brake fade at all in any situation that you're going to come across. So if you remember, we were able to stop within 60 to 63 feet on the OEM factory pads, brake system and everything. Can we stop any faster than that with this premium brake system? Let's see. How's it going, Chief? I got the new brakes installed. Alrighty, guys. Damn, this was a pretty good test. Let's walk through this whole test right quick. We were stopping right here at this pole, and from that pole, we stopped in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We stopped in 5 spots versus 7 last time. All right, folks, that was really incredible. We were actually able to stop in 5 parking spot lengths versus 7 with the factory brakes. That means we were able to stop at about 45 feet versus 60 to 63 feet previously. That's almost 20 feet difference, and in that respect, it could mean 20 feet between your life or your safety. So the power brakes are well worth the investment to me, my wife, my family, to keep us safe. The ventilation is going to keep the power brakes cool going down the hills. When you're riding the brakes a little bit, you're in low or whatever, it's going to be nice and safe. A lot of times when people are building rigs, they build out with lights and fancy wheels and tires and everything, but they skip over the most important fact, keeping them safe. Stay tuned to the channel. We're going to be doing more videos talking about safety and talking about products that help improve our quality of our trips. Y'all be safe on the trails.